Hello everyone! If you are thinking of making your own smoked fish at home, but don't have an outdoor smoker or ability to smoke outdoors, don't look further. In this video, I will walk you through 3 simple methods on how to make an amazing smoked fish at the convenience of your own home, without need of any specialty smoking equipment. Method number 1. Using an air fryer. Yes, you heard me right. Air fryer. It is a very popular appliance nowadays, which you can now use to make an amazing smoked fish. Method number 2. Using a stovetop smoker made by Camerons. This solution has been on the market for a while, and you can get one on Amazon for about $50. And method number 3. We will make our own smoker out of basic kitchen appliances such as Dutch oven and a little bit of foil. If you don't have Dutch oven, don't worry. I will show you a few other alternatives. In this video, I will also cover some useful cooking tips and do some tasting at the end, so make sure you stick around. For this video, I will be using Steelhead I got at Kosher, about 4 pounds. But you can apply the same recipe for salmon, trout or mackerel. Okay, let's get smoking. I will list all the ingredients in the description of this video. Let's start with brining the fish. Take the fish from the fridge. Let's start by cutting the fish into the equal pieces. If you see any bones on the surface, take them out. Make the brine out of equal proportions of kosher salt and brown sugar. If you like fish that are more salty or more sweet, you can adjust proportions accordingly. Mix in 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. Generously cover the fish with the mixture, close the lid on the airtight container and send it to the fridge for 6 to 12 hours. I normally do this process the night before. Why do you need to brine before smoking? Well, it infuses the fish with a nice flavor and also prevents fish from drying out during smoking process. Tip number 1. Not all salts created equal. Use kosher salt for dry brining. It distributes more evenly, sticks better to the food and doesn't clump like a table salt. Tip number 2. Brown sugar adds a nice flavor and helps to add caramelized color to the smoked fish. However, you can substitute it for white sugar as well, in 1-to-1 ratio. Take the fish out of the fridge, rinse it well with cold water, dry it with a paper towel, set it on the rack, skin side down, and send it to the fridge to dry for about 1 hour. Tip number 3. Drying fish before smoking develops a coating on the fish, which allows smoke to better infuse the fish during smoking process. Remember to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my weekly cooking inspirations. Method number 1. Air fryer. Before smoking, we need to coat the fish with honey and liquid smoke. If you are not familiar with liquid smoke, it is a flavored liquid used as a substitute for cooking with wood smoke while retaining a similar flavor. It is generally made by condensing the smoke from the wood without any food additives. For this piece of fish, I used 1.5 teaspoons of liquid smoke. It is highly condensed, so you don't need much. Now, send the fish to the air fryer at 170 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 1 hour. It took me 1 hour and 20 minutes for this piece of fish, which is about 2 inches thick. Remember to coat the fish again in the middle of the process. When ready, the fish should be at 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Method number 2. Using a stovetop smoker made by Cameron. Glaze the fish with some honey. I like to use sawdust chips, which start to create smoke pretty much right away. I'm using hickory flavor, but you can also experiment with cherry, maple or apple wood. Tip number 4. Use foil to cover the smoker base and drip tray. It will save you some time on cleanup after. Set the smoker on the stove at medium heat for about 25 minutes. Time will vary based on the size of the fish. Method number 3. Homemade smoker, made out of Dutch oven and some foil. In this method, we will be replicating Cameron stovetop with Dutch oven and a little bit of foil. If you don't have Dutch oven, you can use deep skillet or a pot. Take 2 pieces of foil and lay them inside Dutch oven with some foil sticking out. Sprinkle sawdust, wood chips and cover them up with a piece of foil. Now put the grilling rack on the top. I'm using trivet from my Instant Pot. If you don't have one available, you can crumble a few pieces of foil and put on the bottom, which will elevate the fish inside in a similar way. Now put glazed fish on top of the rack, fold remaining pieces of foil very tight so the smoke will not escape. And then close the lid of the Dutch oven. Set it on the stove for about 25 minutes or until fish is 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Due to the very tight lid and foil, there is almost no smoke going outside of the Dutch oven, which is a big plus when smoking in a less ventilated area. All three versions of the smoked Steelhead look and smell amazing. The one from the Airfryer looks a bit brighter in color compared to the other two. You can serve smoked fish hot or cold. As far as the taste, we were not able to see the difference. All three options turned out really good. Personally, I didn't expect that Airfryer with liquid smoke version will be on par with the traditional stovetop smoke. So I'm quite impressed with the results.
There's no difference.
That's good.
Very good.
In summary, all three cooking methods worked really well and with minimum amount of effort or cleanup. Airfryer version took a bit longer compared to stovetop, but results of all three methods were equally good, so use the one you are more comfortable with. If you like this video, you should also check out my collection of other recipes. Click on the playlist on your screen. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon.